Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Salesforce Kick. In the last two videos, we learned about what Salesforce is and what are the basic Salesforce terminologies. Today we'll move to our next topic, that is data modeling. As this is the core of the Salesforce, I will be covering the complete data modeling in four parts. For this video, we will be discussing the following topics. What is standard object, what is custom object, what is standard field, and what is custom field. Before we start, let's take a business scenario which we will be using throughout this admin series. Company XYZ helps customer to provide software solutions. They are planning to use Salesforce to track their customers, projects, timesheets, employees, billings, expense, and so on. So in this entire admin series, we will help the XYZ company to utilize the Salesforce platform to achieve all their business needs. Let's move to our first topic, standard object. As we already know that Salesforce is a CRM which provide cloud-based solution for business to have better customer experience. These cloud solutions have its own objects to fulfill the functionalities, and these objects can be defined as Salesforce standard objects. We can say the object that is predefined in Salesforce org can be termed as Salesforce standard object. For example, here account object is a standard object used to store data related to an organization that can be customers, competitors, and partners. Contact object is used to store data related to an individual person. Similarly, we have multiple standard objects created by Salesforce.com. After knowing about the standard objects, we can help the company XYZ in setting up their company's customer data in Salesforce account object and employees data in the contact object. Now XYZ also wants to track the project, timesheet, billing and expense. Now the question comes, how we can implement these in Salesforce? To answer this, we will use custom objects. Custom objects are the objects created by the user to meet business specific needs. So let's see how we can create a custom object to track all of the information about the company XYZ. First, we need to go to the setup from the top right corner, click on Object Manager, and here at the right side click on Create a new custom object. To create a custom object, we need to define its attributes. Enter the label as well as the plural label for the object. Enter the description. The description field will always be helpful to understand the business use case behind that particular thing. While defining an object, you can enable or disable these features in classification. Allow report. This feature will help you to generate reports on the object records. Activities will help you to create tasks and activities on the object records. Track field history will help you to know the old and new values of the fields after the record updates. Check this box, Launch New Custom button. This will redirect us to create a new tab for this object. So let's create a tab. Similarly, we will create custom objects to store information related to time, expense and invoice. Now we have all the objects. Let's see how we can store the information. We will first go to the account object to store information related to customers' data. Here when we click on new account, we can see multiple fields like name, type, industry and so on. These are standard fields. Standard fields are the fields created by Salesforce.com. So let's create 2-3 test records. Similarly, let's create a few test records for the contact object to track employees. Now let's create some project records. Go to the project tab and click new. Here we cannot see anything much, just a name field. Now as we want to track more information related to the project, custom fields come into the picture. Custom fields are the fields created by the user to meet the business specific need. So let's create a few custom fields to track project. For this, go to the Setup, Object Manager, select the project object and click on Fields and Relationship from the left side. Here we can see 4 fields. These 4 fields will be created automatically whenever a new custom object is created. Created by and last modified are used to track the user who created or last modified the record. Owner is also used to track the user and it tells like which user has the ownership of the record. Project name will be used to store the name of the record. So let's create a new custom field. Click on new custom field. Now to create a custom field, we first need to identify the type of data we need to store. So here you can see we have multiple data types. We will talk about these roller, formula, auto number or these relationship fields in the upcoming videos. In this, let's just cover these basic types. As you can see, we have various types like checkbox to store boolean value, currency will be used to store decimal value, date type will be used to store date values, and so on. The usage of these types can be easily understood by their names or with the help text provided here on the right side. So let's create a custom field to store customer name. For this, let's select text field. Let's define the label and the length of the text field. The description again will help you to understand the purpose of the field. While creating a record, help text will help users to know about the field. Whenever they hover over a field, they will be able to see the help text. Next, we have some basic attributes of the field definition. Required, unique, external ID or the default. Required will make the field required. Unique, if you enable this, this field must have unique values. External ID, this will be used to match data outside the Salesforce. You can also set up default value using the default feature. Once these properties are set, click next. This section is used for setting the field level security, which we will discuss in the upcoming videos. Click next and save. Similarly, we will create all these custom fields with the appropriate data types for the respective objects. Now, after knowing about the standard and custom things, a question can come, that is how we can differentiate a custom object or field with a standard object or field. To answer this, let's go to the project object definition. Here you can check the API name of the object as well as the API name of the custom field. You can notice that the object API name is project__c. So this __c can be used to identify whether the object or field is a custom or a standard. That's all for this video. Let me know if you have any doubts related to any of the things we have discussed. In the next video, we will learn about object relationships, which will include lookup and master data relationship. In the end, I request you, if this video make any sense to you, let me know by hitting the like button below, or if you have any question or any suggestion, please share in the comments below. To get further notification on the upcoming videos, I request you to subscribe to my channel and also share this video with all your network who wants to learn Salesforce for free. Thank you guys for watching this video.